Hey there people, it's Fresh Mark Sent to another fresh review, aka Zest for Life. Today I'll be checking out, as yesterday I was checking out fresh revitalizing scents. I'm gonna focus on sweet, creamy, fresh revitalizing scents. These are more of a smart, casual vibe that you can wear in and out of daily life. It doesn't have to be a formal event, but the creaminess gives it a masculine, formal, light, gentlemanly, soft appeal, which is could be a little bit powdery, but we're gonna go for the fresh, creamy, soft and alluring gentlemanly fragrances that are really ones to look out for if you see them in the shop. And just give them a try if you have the chance, because they're all great. And I'm gonna go straight into it with Oud Blue Notes by Mancera. Now I don't use this a lot because I have other fragrances in here which are slightly less unusual, but this is a very fruity, creamy. It's got gunyak wood, it's got driftwood, it's got vanilla to make it soft, creamy. Sandalwood gives it a masculine base. It's a little bit of leather, just a soft touch of what smells like brown Napa leather, just a very soft touch of it with the fruity and green notes on top. Oud Blue Notes is a powdery violet, soft, almost mango and mandarin orange in the top note, with some aquatic notes to keep it fresh, soft, a little bit powdery. The violet keeps it smooth with driftwood that's dry and slightly before it becomes raspy and overly dry like vetiver or anything, it is softened by the gunyak wood and sandalwood. So definitely check this one out if you want something. There apparently is there is actually no oud in this. That is one thing to point out. There is no oud note in this either, but it does have a soft, dry, woody dry down, which is not too reminiscent of oud, but I think it's a fruity, creamy, soft yet masculine scent. If you can pull this off, this is fantastic for the gents out there who like something a little bit more unisex and different. So going on to something that you can find in the market. This is Diesel Spirit of the Brave. Yes, let me just get that right. It is, oh no, you know what? I think it is Sound of the Brave. Oh dear, I got it wrong, yeah. So this one is Sound of the Brave. So there's Spirit of the Brave, which is a cedar wood, and it's the gold one, and that has a tattoo on it. But this is Sound of the Brave. I actually have 4 of the Diesel, only the Brave line. And this includes lemongrass, sweetgrass, a little bit of juniper berries, and some amber wood, and amber note. It also has, so I talked about the fresh green grass, juniper berry, but let's spray it. A little. So it's fresh and almost minty with a very grassy, slightly fruity freshness with the juniper berry. The fruitiness is almost like a blueberry mixed with the green grass freshness. Then the sweetness of amberwood comes in as more of an ambery, soft, powdery note mixed with violet. There is no violet as per se in the note breakdown, but it feels soft and smooth like violet. It has that powdery aspect, but none of the creaminess. It goes straight into from a sweet green, grassy, fresh scent to a more ambery, slightly, not really too resinous, but it does have the facet of an amber crystal, but doesn't go deep into the resins. So it remains fresh, airy, light, and sporty. This is definitely something that is more sophisticated than the rest of the line of the Only the Brave. Some people would say that Only the Brave Eau de Toilette, the original, is kind of basic, but I enjoy the leather mixed with green notes and the like. But this is a slightly fresher option, which would last a little bit less, about 7 hours on the skin, but no matter really. You don't really want a fragrance to last all day on the skin. After having many fragrances, I realized that it's better to change and reapply different fragrances unless you only have one fragrance and you want it to last. So check this one out for a fresh, casual, sporty, sweet and slightly ambery, powdery scent. Diesel Sound of the Brave. It's not everywhere, but this is something a little bit more common, but not as talked about. This is Prada Luna Rossa Sport. This also has juniper berries in the top note. You may notice that I do love juniper berries because it has a blueberry freshness while still being sharp and slightly citric with that zesty sharpness. So this has juniper berries in the top note. Juniper branch, actually, sorry. So slightly more green and fresh. It still has the ambroxan base of the other ones, of the other Prada Luna Rossa line. Yet the mint is switched out for a more green freshness with angelica and juniper branch. Amber and ambroxan, some muskiness, very powdery, soft. This is more of a, this can be used for work as more of an energetic scent. I feel that the original Prada Luna Rossa is great for work too, but it's slightly more subdued because it doesn't have that green natural freshness that this has. Also sharing the green natural freshness similar to the Prada Luna Rossa Black, yet I prefer this option because it's well the green note done in Prada Luna Rossa Black is very fresh, green and natural, and I was considering buying it, but I feel that the freshness of this lingers a little bit more because the ambroxan is not clouded or almost muddied with the green notes, the freshness of it. That's my opinion per se, but definitely check out both in the line because both are worth checking out. Prada Luna Rossa Black and Prada Luna Rossa Sport. This one is a nice one, my favorite from the line actually. And another one, something that actually inspired me to make this video in the first place when I was thinking about soft, gentlemanly, sweet, slightly powdery scents that are alluring from far and have a great sillage. Umo by Salvador Ferragamo, I hope I said that right, yes, is a creamy, soft tiramisu, sweet notes and ambroxan scent. You may have noticed that a lot of these soft, powdery, sweet, gentlemanly and alluring scents do have a mixture of ambroxan and some fruity notes, but this goes in a slightly different direction with the sweet notes that resemble almost like pineapple gummy bears. Pineapple gummy bears with a tiramisu note, which is slightly cacao, powdery, soft. The vanilla really lasts in here and it's sort of like a wafer soft powdery vanilla. Great for casual summer strolls or going outside. You can also wear this for winter as a more intimate scent because it is not overpowering and will not suffocate somebody, rather it would envelop them in the warmth of the sweet pineapple gummy bear notes and vanilla and ambroxan. This also has I feel like I'm missing a note. It's a sandalwood that continues the creamy facet of the ambroxan, but it genuinely makes it a more masculine scent, because if it didn't have a slight woody base, I feel that it could be perfectly unisex. Actually, I wouldn't knock this for a female trying this as well, but I think that the dry down is slightly more masculine with the sandalwood and vanilla popping through, so eventually it's a slightly more masculine scent than unisex. But if you're a female, give it a go and let me know what you think in the comment section. Ferragamo Umo by Salvador Ferragamo. Check that one out. And we are going through the list in no particular order because we have got another Mancera fragrance. Precious Oud starts off very creamy and sweet, has some green notes with the Laotian Oud note that is in here. Now, La Ocean Oud is slightly different from the regular dry, bitter, woody oud that you'd get, because it has green notes, which gives it a sort of jungle green, very natural feel to it. And that is deep within this scent, because this scent lasts for about 9 hours. All Mancera fragrances are beast longevity, let's say, of 9 hours at least, because once you spray them, you will not get them off after about 2 washes. But don't worry about that, because this is a very soft and non-invasive scent. Luckily, it has a creamy, it does have a cake note actually. It also has a tiramisu note. This is a higher price option. Ferragamo Umo that I previously mentioned had about £35, £45 for 100ml. This is £85 for 120ml, but you would never run out of this, because one spray is enough. You can spray that once and spray it and spread it throughout your whole body without a problem, and it would still last. So this is sweet, creamy, and very soft. It's almost like a cakey oud with some jungle green notes. Very difficult to describe actually. I usually find scents quite easy to describe, but the feeling that I get from this, it's almost like eating a cake in the jungle. It's very contradictory and unusual, yet welcome, masculine and soft at the same time. The last one is by no means the least favorite of mine, because it has a very soft and creamy texture to it, because of the almond and light citrus notes in here. There is, let me spray this, there's a light peppery camphorous note that reminds me of Valentino Umo in here, in Le Homme Ideal by Guerlain. Now this is the eau de toilette. There is an eau de parfum which has more almond in it and is slightly more creamy and has more sandalwood and orange blossom too. But this is a lighter fragrance, concentrates on the camphorous lemon and myrtle mixture on the top note. Myrtle is, so camphorous means bitter green fresh, mixed with the zesty lemon on top, which is quite airy and light, and then the creaminess of sandalwood kicks in with a light trace of almond and a very soft white floral orange blossom note. This orange blossom note keeps the fragrance refreshing, uplifting, yet it's sweet at the same time. I feel like this is the only fragrance in the list actually that doesn't have ambroxan. It does smell like it because it has a lemony, creamy, soft and sweet, airy, powdery feel to it. So it's never suffocating, but I'd recommend it for summer mornings, summer nights, and autumn days where it's quite blustery, because the ciliage of this spreads quite far. It actually spreads about 1 arm's width, despite being a soft, airy and quite naturally uplifting scent. So an autumn day where it's quite blustery, don't be shy of wearing this, because although it would stick quite close to the body in indoors, outdoors it will blow out everywhere really. So very powdery, soft, creamy and naturally fresh, with this slight myrtle note in the top note. So check out all these fragrances. If you are interested in these fragrances and you want more fragrances like this, let me know in the comment section. I prefer all of these fragrances for the more casual wearer who enjoys fragrances for themselves but also like to wear something that is mass appealing. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Stay free and stay fresh.